were just dominoes. In all fairness, I don't think that doing Kingpin or a lighthearted buddy comedy version of The Cable Guy would have impacted Chris's life much differently, as those movies took similar beatings from critics that might have hit him just as hard. But it's possible that without the feeling of repetition from doing Black Sheep immediately after Tommy Boy, Chris might have felt confident to step into his first dramatic role sooner rather than never.
Is a dramatic role in the offing?
That would be nice. I would like that.
After his untimely passing in 1997, we never got the Roscoe Fatty Arbuckle biopic he was set to star in, but I truly believe Chris would have shined in that role. And that'll do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any thoughts on any of the topics discussed in this video or Black Sheep itself, leave a comment down below. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. In 1994, Jim Carrey graced the big screen with not one, not two, but three massive box office successes, which raked in a combined total of about $700 million worldwide, seemingly transforming him into a pop culture sensation overnight.
He continues to be the comedy meteor of the moment, Jim Carrey.
Can I thank everybody?
One more thing, I'm pleased to announce that the American people, laughing all the way to your bank, have also voted you their favorite comedy actor on video and their favorite male newcomer on video. Congratulations, Jim. You're the first blockbuster triple winner. Oh, my God.
But Jim's rise to the top of comedy wasn't that simple. And once he got there, his life was sent into a whirlwind by celebrity gossip tabloids and paparazzi who relentlessly invaded his privacy.
The question on everyone's mind at the premiere of The Cable Guy was whether Jim would show up with Lauren Holly and whether their on-again, off-again relationship was on again.
Today's episode will be looking back on the making and aftermath of all three Jim Carrey films from 1994, starting off with Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
Now, there's a new way to spell hero.
Don't kill me.
Jim Carrey is Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. Rated PG-13. Sneak preview Saturday, January 29th.
When you watch Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, whether or not you enjoy the movie, this is one of those roles where you really can't imagine anyone else playing the character.
Would you like an ashtray?
I don't smoke. It's a disgusting habit.
But it turns out that actually several actors and even one actress were once considered for this movie long before Jim Carrey involved himself with it, including Rick Moranis, Judd Nelson, Alan Rickman, and Whoopi Goldberg, who would have played a character named Alice Ventura. David Alan Grier has mistakenly recalled being offered a role in the movie several times before, but has since corrected himself by stating he was actually offered a co-starring role in a bizarro version of Dumb and Dumber that would have paired him up with Rob Schneider. But we'll get back to that later on in the video. The starting point of Ace goes back to the late 80s, when writer Jack Bernstein envisioned sort of a comedic Sherlock Holmes type character. But after he saw a, at the time, news segment on David Letterman called Stupid Pet Tricks, this idea transformed into a comedic pet detective by the name of Ace Ventura.
Meet Ace Ventura. He's our pet detective.
Came very highly recommended by Martha Metz.
Martha Metz. Oh yeah, the bitch.
Unfortunately, the original script for Ace has never been posted online. However, in a 1994 interview, Howard Stern, who I guess laid eyes on it at some point, referred to the original script as
the worst script ever written on the planet Earth, or any other planet for that matter.
But about 2 years after their formation, Morgan Creek Entertainment cashed in on this screenplay with expectations of a big, broad comedy. And with a recent string of box office flops, they needed a comedic powerhouse who would just completely let loose and hopefully land a performance to this movie that would bring in boffo box office dollars for the studio. After building the foundations of his career through stand-up comedy, Jim Carrey eventually appeared in a TV series and a few movies throughout the 1980s that really didn't take advantage of his over-the-top comedic style.
I can say it.
You can say no?
Yes.
You can say no.
Yes.
So you'll tell them both no?
Maybe.
As a result, Hollywood slapped him across the forehead with a metaphorical stamp of rejection. Kicked to the curb working as an impressionist in Las Vegas, a gig he was really good at but absolutely hated, Damon Wayans recognized that Jim had the potential to be an absolute superstar. So when his brother's new sketch comedy series In Living Color was looking for talent, he brought Jim in for an audition. Keenan Ivory Wayans was blown away and just knew right then and there that this is the guy they wanted on the show.
This is a real knife!
Don't worry about it, Grasshopper. It's okay, come on!
Yeah!
beginning, students. You attacked me wrong.
During his time on In Living Color, Morgan Creek CEO James G. Robinson took notice of Jim Carrey and spent about 2 years actively pursuing him for the role of Ace Ventura. But Jim later admitted that he hated the original script. It was horrifying. So the studio finally caved and offered Jim Carrey what they referred to as a no-lose situation, saying to him, "You can rewrite it. When you finish rewriting it, if you don't want to do it, you still don't have to." Jim agreed to this proposal and quickly enlisted the help of joke writer and fledgling director Tom Shadyac. After keeping past comedic performances pretty contained on the big screen, Carrey said to Tom, "I've always paid attention to the acting lessons, and the less is more stuff, but I'm sick of it. I'm sick of being safe." Tom told him, "For Ace Ventura, I want to let you go. I want to let you do what you do on stage."
Excuse me. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
After plugging away at the script and writing a movie so completely tailor-made for Jim that he couldn't possibly let anyone else do it, Tom pitched both the rewrite and himself as a potential director to Morgan Creek. And he received the green light on both fronts despite the fact that he had only directed a TV movie called Frankenstein: The College Years.
Right? Have you seen that film?
Yes, I have.
Right, so you were probably nervous about...
Frankenstein, the college years?
Right, so you must have been nervous even about him directing.
I was terrified, frankly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ace Ventura: Pet Detective is one of those movies that just smacks you in the face with chaotic energy as soon as the studio logos fade away. It opens up with a segment that I'm sure is included in every UPS training video to this very day, in which Ace, disguised as a delivery man, rescues a mistreated Shih Tzu from the dude who helped Ernest P. Worrell escape from jail.
Sounds broken.
Most likely, sir. I'll bet it was something nice, though.
Shipping on your schedule. What can Brown do for you?
Pretty quickly, the audience understands that Ace Ventura is the film's sole funny guy, with absolutely everyone else acting as the straight man.
If I'm not back in 5 minutes, just wait longer.
That's mostly because of the fact that Jim Carrey dialed his performance up to 11, and there wasn't any room in the movie for another even slightly humorous character. Like, this dude somehow seemed more wild and out of control than every single one of his animal companions. And their inclusion kind of saves Ace from coming across as one of the most unlikable dickheads of all time. Because, let's be real, as funny as Jim Carrey played this character and as many incredible one-liners as he spouts off,
Yes, Satan?
if you came across this guy in real life, he would just be absolutely insufferable to be around.
Oh, righty then.
But he's an animal lover, and animals have proven time and time again that they're better than humans, so he gets a pass.
We feed your dog.
Dog food. Why?
He is miserable.
The character's love for animals also seems to have influenced the way that Jim Carrey played him, because everything from his hair to the way he walks and moves around was actually inspired by a very specific animal.
I based Ace Ventura off of a smart bird, a cockatiel or a parakeet of some kind. The clothing I picked was all, like a colorful bird, tropical bird. The walk was a bird like everything. But when I spoke, it would be like, like birds do this, and that's right. Everything is with a little peck and a little, that kind of thing. Everything was based on a bird, even the hairstyle.